thousands of women have been detained for dressing un-Islamically. Like this woman screaming as she's pushed into a police car.
The honor system in Muslim-majority societies is really the basis of a lot of harm that is perpetuated against women.
It's systematic, institutionalized misogyny.
That was a clip from the movie Honor Diaries, a documentary highlighting violence against women in the Muslim world. Tonight, the producers are issuing new calls for 2 universities to reinstate screenings of the film after the events were abruptly canceled. Ironically, this comes as one of those schools, the University of Michigan at Dearborn, hosts a controversial art display. Would you look at this? Abortion is a gift from God. That's fine on this campus. But this film that calls attention to abuse of Muslim women, that can't be aired. Joining me now to discuss it, Dinesh D'Souza, director of 2016 Obama's America and creator of the soon-to-be-released film America. Dinesh, good to see you. I mean, it's incredible that a film highlighting violence against women and asking what can be done about it, that cannot be shown. But a film describing abortion as God's gift and as life-sustaining, abortion as a life-sustaining act, no problem. Your thoughts?
Well, I think that on the face of it, you seem to have a scandalous double standard. They are for free speech and they want to be able to talk about controversial topics like abortion. But when it comes to talking about some of the honor killings that go on in Islamic cultures, you can't do that. Now, the reason for this, I think, is that in the Church of Modern Liberalism, particularly on the campus, abortion has become almost a sacrament. And that means that you can't say a bad thing about it. And they don't think that promoting abortion as a positive good is a big deal. They don't think that's controversial. But on the other hand, when you talk about honor killings, now you think that there's a feminist commitment on the campus and that would drive this. But nevertheless, the idea of offending another culture, and in this case Islam, which has become sort of a protected minority culture, amazingly, on the campus, that trumps even the idea of feminism or women's rights when it comes to honor killing.
Mm-hmm. But the idea of offending perhaps the religious right that doesn't really think abortion is a gift from God, that's no problem. And it's a similar theme to the one we opened this show with. Somebody who as the President of the United States, believed that gay marriage was not all right with him. That view is so bigoted in the view of some that he needs to be silenced. He can't even have his job. Whereas if you feel the other way, that's fine and acceptable.
Well, now we get to the key of it, which is that the pro-life movement on campuses like the University of Michigan is truly powerless. So they can't do very much to fight this kind of discrimination against them. Muslims, although they're presented as a minority, the key to them is they are a really powerful minority. Not only are they well organized in Michigan, but they also make threats against people who offend them. So ironically, this is a case where in a sense, if you are a minority and you have power, you get to be a protected minority, whereas if you really don't have power, it's too bad for you.
Mm-hmm. And if you get to the point where it goes beyond private industry or even, colleges, when you're talking about some of these state-run schools, it has a whole different effect. And obviously, Dinesh has been in the middle of a government prosecution that many have questioned whether it relates to his beliefs and his filmmaking. Dinesh, thanks for being here.
It's a pleasure.